Yeah, I had six of them. So
Six of them?
yeah, I say howdy.
I say, yo.
Welcome to the Big Book Bros, man. We got to apologize for we going a little late, but it's all
My
good.
fault.
So
I was in the middle of a long match. We got third place.
I
We got
love
11 kills.
I love so a lot of people we ain't seen a lot from the boss man. He enjoying the quarantine, playing some Call of Duty. I
Yes,
already know it.
man.
I already I already know it. So we've been slacking. I know we've been slacking. So I've been trying to post it on social media, just a heads up of what we're gonna talk about. But I know I ain't gonna lie. I hope everybody's doing good. Friends, family, loved ones in the quarantine. So on this episode, the Big Big Bros on my side, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite childhood anime, some of the best anime series and manga series like worldwide. This is when I start hyping up, I'm gonna start hyping up. So I'm gonna be talking about the Yu Yu Hakusho. So if y'all follow me on Instagram or Twitter or even on Snapchat, y'all seen a little glimpse of it. And then I'm gonna be multitasking because I'm trying to get into some of the. I got plenty of hobbies and free time now, so I'm getting into the Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards. So I'm gonna be once we start talking, I'll be if y'all see my hands going like that, I'm setting up some of my cards and putting stuff in card sleeves and everything else like that. But y'all already know the rules of the Big Book Bros. We just talk about anything nerd related, comics, anything.
Is this
Oh,
episode 6 or 7?
what's up?
This is episode 7, ain't it?
Seven. And then you had a typo in one of the our previous episodes. You accidentally put episode 5 as 6, but this is episode 7. So the boss man is gonna make some he gonna make sure he's gonna make some make it right. So if y'all missed the previous episodes, all you gotta do is just look up Big Book Bros on YouTube. I already have a playlist of our 6 episodes right now. So the next day after this live stream, you'll see the seventh one. So, boss, what have you got today?
Man, I can't believe I forgot about this series. This series is one of my all-time favorite series. It is the complete Invincible. It is created by Robert Kirkman, which many people know him because of his comic book and obviously his TV show, The Walking Dead.
Y'all,
Um,
okay.
so I can't believe I forgot about it. I read it a long time ago, which it just wrapped up last year, which I have the whole run, but I'm 2 volumes behind from finishing it. So I want to go ahead and make that something I finish up, here before the end of this week.
Right, right.
But I have the library editions, which the library editions is only the first. They only have 3 volumes of the library edition, and they discontinued it. So that sucks because I love the art, I love the color, I love the storyline. So I have the first. This collects the first 2 hardcovers, and since I have 3 of them, obviously it collects the first 6 only, which is half of the run because the run consists of 12 hardcovers. I couldn't tell you how many single issues. I think it's like 144. And then there's also some crossovers, but I heard some horrible stuff about the Wolfman crossover, so I didn't even get it. I was gonna get the completed crossover. I think it's the Werewolf or Wolfman, but because I heard so horrible reviews, I mean, I've heard horrible. I didn't even read it. I didn't even pick it up. But I only have one. That's it. I really really love it because you read a lot of superhero stories and it starts to become repetitive. Whereas this was a superhero story that, unlike any other that I've read, as far as like him actually losing and getting beat up, and you see that every now and then in some comics, but and then also like the grittiness of it. I mean, this is like max. This is like hardcore. This is like blood coming out, arms getting chopped off because his superpowers. He's super strong. And also what I really like about it, again, what a lot of comic books miss, they don't like talking about, like, I know we go to comics because we want to get out of reality, but at the same time too, it's I personally, other people might be different, but I like to see a little bit of reality in the comics so I can actually relate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the real world issues. Yeah.
Go ahead, Michael.
No, I said the real world issues.
Yeah. So that's what I really like because this superhero, he gets his powers, I think, I don't remember exactly how old he was. I think he was in high school, I believe, or he graduated. I can't remember, but so you get to he's part of a family. You get to see that aspect of superhero. Very rarely do you see it happen. Like, for instance, I think last year Tom King wanted to makes Batman and Catwoman get married, and they shot that down, because they were like, no, we don't want that. The people, they don't want to see that. They want to see stuff that's not
the basic,
they
real world. Yeah,
you want to see the fantasy and the fake stuff and the fighting. They don't want to see that stuff. But a lot of people were disappointed, and a lot of people dropped.
He got hated for that.
Yeah. And he can't be mad at Tom King because he wanted to make it happen, but it was DC that said no. So they fired the guy now. He's fired.
DC ain't doing good right now. He had a good idea with the whole proposal, the wedding, and everything else, but
the buildup was ridiculous. And then to get there and get shut down like that, that's why so many people were like, this is ridiculous, man. This is stupid. But yeah, so that's what I like about this. You get to see the family aspect. You get to see different side of superheroes. You get to see the gritty side, because some of these superheroes, you think they're superheroes and they're just doing it for their own reasons, not because they're just caring for others. They're doing it for to find a weakness in the hero, or to sabotage, so it's like, it's really different, because it's like that Game of Thrones feel. You get a lot of different aspects and not just good guy, bad guy, you know what I mean? Right. So I really, really like, this is one of my all-time favorite. Like, if I had a top 5, I think it would be on there, and if I had a top 10, it definitely would be on there.
Y'all better hear that. He already putting one of his tops. Y'all better remember. Tell him again what it's called.
It's Invincible. It's just plain Invincible, which, like I said, it's by the same creator who created The Walking Dead, which I have that as well. I've only read the first half, so I need to finish it, because I really, really enjoyed the comic books way more than the TV show. And I really did like the TV show. It got kind of irritating, because it was like, we're looking for a safe place. We found a safe place. It's really a bad place. We need to find another safe place.
Yep.
It's a bad place.
We got villains coming, heroes, repetitive.
Yeah. So, but I really like certain characters, and like that really kept my attention for a long time. So, you lost characters that I liked, but they also kept a lot of characters that I liked as well. So I hate Rick. So I want Rick to die. I haven't seen the new series, so I heard he died, but I don't know. But I don't like Rick. Rick gets on my nerves. Rick and his son, both of them get on my nerves. But I like other people. I like Daryl, of course, which I'm sure a lot of people do. I like what's her name with the white hair. I don't forgot her name now. What's her name? Karen? No.
Maggie?
Yeah, Maggie. I like Maggie. I like the Asian dude. Man, I was pissed. I liked him. What was his name? Lee? That's kind of racist.
No, it was. I think it was Lee.
I know it's not racist, but today in today's age, that they call anything racist. Because he closed the border to China. Yeah. So I was right. His name was Lee. I like the black dude too. I forgot his name. He died though.
Which
I really liked him.
What black dude?
Probably his name was probably Travante, or what's his name? What's that dude's name? What's that dude's name that we have here? There's always Tyrone. his name was probably Tyrone.
I think Tyrone was.
I think it was Tyrone.
Was it? I think Tyrone was. No, I think Tyrone was the. Was he the brother of Michonne or nah? I don't know. Whenever there's a black character in The Walking Dead, he gonna be interesting, but dudes ain't gonna be making it through the series. They get killed. So hey, that's how I feel about it. I'll be like, that's a cool character, but you got all these brothers dying on here. I'll be like, man, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, he died a couple I think on the second season. I also liked the other black dude that died too. He was only in a couple seasons, and the black chick that he liked, and he pretty much saved her because he ended up sacrificing himself.
Yep.
Let me look it up real quick. Walking Dead cast. I'm gonna look it up to see if his name.
Oh Lord, you want to see a whole lot of
Walking Dead cast. Dang, there's a whole lot of.
Yeah.
Of course, I like Negan. I like Negan, man. I hated Carl. I hated Carl with a passion, bro. Oh, I like Eugene. I like Eugene. Oh, I forgot about Gabriel. I like Gabriel too.
Oh, the pacifist.
Oh, Sasha Williams. I liked her. Of course, I like Abraham. I like Ezekiel. So I got a bunch of characters that I liked. Oh, his name was Tyrese. I was close. Of course, I like Herschel. I forgot about Jerry. I really like Jerry too.
I don't even know who Jerry was.
Jerry is Ezekiel's little Samoan dude. Well, he ain't little, he's big. That Samoan dude that's always around with Ezekiel calling him king. And he's like, I'm not a king. He's like Samoan. Bob. That was the dude I liked. No, my bad. It was T-Dog. It was T-Dog. It wasn't Tyrone. Who was Tyrese? Oh, it was Tyrese. Yeah, you're right. They did keep killing the black dudes. They killed T-Dog. He was in the beginning. Then they killed Tyrese. Then they killed Bob. So it was like that. That's another thing that pissed me off. It was like, man, they keep killing all my favorite characters. And then they killed Abraham. Then they killed Lee.
Sasha
died. His name was Glenn. His name was Glenn, Michael, not Lee.
Oh, you hear me?
What?
Sasha died.
No, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Oh yeah, I been know Sasha died.
Yeah.
That's like they kept killing all the people. Now, and then Michonne, of course. That's pretty much it. That's the last black person. The Hispanics didn't even make it. They all died. So.
Well, they all huddle up. They got family. They ain't going out there.
They got like bean burritos, like canned beans. They all got killed in the first wave. Not one Hispanic on the show. Anyways, so yeah, so to get off topic, but yeah, that's Robert Kirkman. A lot of people, I think a lot of people got interested once The Walking Dead came out and they found out that it was actually a comic book. Because I know that's how I got into him, because he came off of Image. So once I heard that, once I watched the first, I think 2 seasons of it, I picked up the 2 compendiums, which is like $20 a piece, and there's only 4 compendiums for the whole run. And I really, really, really like the comic book. I love what's his name in the comic book, Carl, and what's his daddy's name?
And what?
In Walking Dead, Carl. Rick.
Yeah.
And I hate Rick in the TV show.
Yeah, I was saying you had me confused. I was like, I thought you just said that you hated Rick, and I was like, what you mean?
I do hate Rick. No, I'm talking about in the comic book. In the Walking Dead, in the comic book, I like Rick and I like Carl. But in the TV show, man, like Rick gets on my nerves. Carl, I was hoping he would die. I was just like, just kill him already. Oh yeah, they killed that little black kid too. Remember?
Which one? You talking about
the dude from
Everybody Hates Chris?
Show. Yeah, Everybody Hates Chris. They killed him. I was mad about that when he got ate up. They killed all the black people. Only person they kept alive is Michonne and Morgan. I like Morgan too. I don't like Terry. I don't like Aaron either. Oh, I like Jesus. I forgot about Jesus. I liked him. I like Andrea. I like Shane too. I was mad when they made him go out like the way he did. I was like, what? No. But yeah, so Robert Kirkman, man, he's doing big things. He's doing something right now. I've heard some stuff about it, but I really ain't looked into it or read any of it. I think it's like a sci-fi. But yeah, so that's pretty much. Oh, of course, let me show some of the art. I'm over here tripping. I'm over here. I got to talking about The Walking Dead and how much I like that show, and I got cut off guard.
Gucci. Shit, like I said, I'm over here fixing my Yu-Gi-Oh deck, man. Shout out to TCG players. I want to shout out a lot of my Twitter followers. And people on Instagram, they were sending me some cards, and I do apologize if I don't give y'all shout outs on here. So I just want to say greatly appreciate just the love of all the people that be watching, because we just do the stream just for fun. So I ain't trying to make no profit, no buck out of nothing. All the stuff that we do or talk about, like books and stuff, we buy it, or if we do sell them, it's just because we had them, we read them, and we tell you how we feel about them. So I just want to say great, great love and appreciate to all the people that's on here. If it's from YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, even in Discord, they were just helping me out, getting some stuff going. Just mad love and respect. Y'all just sending me some cards and stuff. So there's a lot of people, especially on Twitter. On Twitter, I follow a lot of people. They be reposting and sending a lot of respect. So I love y'all. So I just want to say I greatly appreciate it because some of these cards, I got like 200 something cards in this first week. And like, some of them I bought, but other than I got I got mail stuff like that. I'm like I'm YouTube famous. I'm just playing. But I do want to say greatly appreciate it. I love all y'all, especially if it's not for the comic book or the nerds. Anybody that's giving a big shout out support for the dogs, because that's also what we talk about. But on the other page, well, this page. But just great love. Just great love. Just want to appreciate it. Make sure everybody's doing all good. You found something good to show them? Show them some good pages.
Oh yeah, right here is a little fight scene. Oh shoot, let me enlarge that so I can see.
Yeah, you good, you.
But right there, some of the gore that be going down and the violence. Oh, I forgot to show the outer cover. There's Invincible, and there's his dad. So his mother's just a regular human with no superpowers, and he thought, he wasn't finna have any powers.
Yeah.
Here's one of the part in the beginning once he gets his butt kicked in.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, dude, it's in that other picture I shown, it straight up showed his dad's name is oh man, I forgot. It's like I can't even remember now. Something. Dog, I don't know, I can't remember. But it shows you I don't even know what I was gonna say about it. Yep. Here's one of his friends, which I like this dude a lot. Real quick. He's a dad on Alien. But he's one of my favorite characters in the series as well. But he ends up forming with a little team that ends up getting put together by the government.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how that ends up.
The government be using
how that ends up going.
Yep, government use them. They go AWOL. Stuff be going crazy. Conspiracy. You already know.
Here's another part of him. A little, normal teenager stuff. Gets him a little girlfriend and starts to have girlfriend problems and but I really like her character as well in this comic book. I really like her name. Matter of fact, I think she had a little spinoff too. I'm not sure that. Let me see. I think some issues. The name Monster Girl? Nah, that can't be right. Shoot, it might be, man. Can't remember at this point. But yeah, he has a little brother. So that aspect is really dope. And then, of course, in the back, it just collects a bunch of the issue covers for a bunch of the comics. So I'd give the art a 6. It's not amazing. I give it a 7. It's not amazing, but it's not bad though. It's really not. I've seen some horrible stuff. Mess around and read some of Jeff Lemire stuff. He writes and art illustrates his own stuff. And some of his art looks straight damaged, but his story makes up for it though. Like, I'm sorry if it as long as it ain't stick. Well, I don't even know. I ain't read a story that was stick figures, but if it was stick figures and it was a real good story, I'd probably read it. But I've read some stories with some ugly art, and I really enjoyed them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Michael, go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about.
Oh my goodness! All right, I'm about to start fanboying. I'm about to go crazy up in here, and like I said, I'm multitasking because I got I'll show y'all real quick. I got like a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm trying to fill out. I got some covers. I'm trying to put them in. So again, want to shout out the community on here, all the social medias. You know, they're just trying to help me up and give me a hobby. I want to talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh boy, I'm gonna start off with the basics. You know, I try to do a little word how it all started, who created, did the duh, and then I'm just gonna start ranting. Like not even ranting, I'm gonna be praising because y'all just gonna see me go buku crazy. You know, I love Full Metal Alchemist. Trust me, Full Metal Alchemist. Y'all heard it. One of our episodes. That's still one of the my top number one anime. I would recommend everybody to watch at least once. You know, the Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But Yu Yu Hakusho, man, a lot of people gonna be at home. If y'all want some good anime, and you got Hulu or even on YouTube, look up Yu Yu Hakusho. So Yu Yu Hakusho is a manga and an anime series created by Yoshihiro Togashi. A lot of people, if y'all don't really know about that author, he has created the Yu Yu Hakusho series, but he also created Hunter or Hunter X Hunter, however you want to create, you want to critique or say it. But the manga started back in like 1990, and then it ended in 1994, and it had a total of 175 chapters. And then you can get those on about a 19 volume book sets. So to get them, your best bet is just to go online. There are many places to get them. They're not expensive. But the anime series, I want to talk about the anime series, man. That started back in 1992 through 1994, and it had a total of 112 episodes. Those 112 episodes, again, you can get them on Hulu, YouTube, just anywhere online you want to look them up. The series has about 2 movies and 1 official animation video, a special little OVA videos. Man, in Japan alone, Yu Yu Hakusho is sold over 50 million copies of their book and the manga series in Japan alone. So worldwide, the numbers is going to be even more. That it probably might be even double. But the story revolves around a 14-year-old delinquent named Yusuke Urameshi, and it starts off like kind of weird, just for a lot of people who don't really know about the anime. So it just starts off with Yusuke died, like the main character. He just died because he died. So
no, but he died in the first episode.
Yeah. So a lot of people they're like, what happened? So the basic story is going to start you off with Yusuke, he has sacrificed himself to save his little boy from getting hit from a car. So, and then it just starts going on from there. He's a ghost, he's a spirit, and then Yu Yu Hakusho, it translates into ghost file because Yusuke, what he's going to do as a ghost for a couple of the episodes, he's trying to solve crime, trying to get his body back, and then he does get his body back. He comes back to life, but he starts fighting off spirits and demons and monsters, and then it just goes on from there. So a lot of people, if you're into anime or you're just kind of interested, you may seen little glimpses of him or seen what he looks like here and there. But Yusuke Urameshi and the Yu Yu Hakusho series was one of the big 3, aka the Golden Trio. So if you hear us talk, or especially me hearing me talking about like the big trio or the modern age, stuff like that, comic books, they always have like your silver age, your golden age, each, a couple of decades or generations, this was like the top stuff, the top authors, the top, series, the top whatever. Same thing with mangas and, Korean novels and anything. So they go with trios. What is like the best selling, series, and sometimes they don't have to do trios. They can be singles, quartets, even more. But usually they go by trios, and it derives from like, the anime and then the manga, and then, how popular is it worldwide. So the Golden Trio, which is like kind of start off the whole anime popularity was the Yu Yu Hakusho. Everybody know about Dragon Ball Z, but then a lot of people don't know about Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk was an anime in the 90s, and Slam Dunk was about basketball, but I won't talk about that one just yet. But those 3 animes and mangas, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Slam Dunk, those were like kind of like the stepping stones to really get really starts the cliches, what starts the really popular genre for the shonen, the action, the adventure, the sports, the mystery, it just starts everything. So Yu Yu Hakusho was actually one of the first anime to do the trend of you know how you see an anime character and then they start getting longer hair and they start getting more bulk up. They was one of the first anime series to do that. It wasn't Dragon Ball Z. You know how Goku be turning Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3 with that long hair gets more powerful. No. Yu Yu Hakusho started that. But I'm gonna start rambling, so I'm gonna go back and forth when y'all catch up with me. But Yu Yu Hakusho was really one of the cornerstones of a like popular, and especially when it comes to releasing in different languages. So a lot of people may like the Japanese audio or you know the subtitles, and then a lot of people don't like the dub, English dub. You know they speak in English and stuff like that. Yu Yu Hakusho has some of the best English voice acting. It's hilarious because some of the stuff they say is this it's funny. It's not cringy, but it's something like some of the stuff they say, you know, these like, I'm just gonna straight up kick your ass, and they just start insulting people, you know, they just start going here to there. But phenomenal series. I top 10 for me for sure. Top five, I be my list be everywhere. If I would put it in the top five, I actually would. Number one for me is still gonna be the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood series, but Yu Yu Hakusho definitely I'll probably say top five, maybe even top four. Top three, I wouldn't know yet, but definitely top five for sure. But like I said, the story revolves around Yusuke Urameshi. You know, his main goal of the first season, and like I said, he's trying to get his body back. But as the story progresses, he gets his body back, and then he just starts. We'll start finding other demons. You know, he does the. You know, he's a spirit detective, so he does. You know, work with the spirit world. You know, he's fighting. You know, not even just demons. He fights monsters and humans. So some of the villains you'll see, they're gonna be humans. Some of them are just crazy complex. And one of the best thing about the story is like all of the villains in every arc. Some people when they have their motives, you know, they're like, I'm evil because I'm just evil. You know, they're like, oh, the world treated me bad. Now I'm gonna take over the world, or like I'm greedy. I want to take over the world because everything be perfect in my image. Some of these villains they be going crazy where it's like, it kind of makes sense, but then when you see their backstory, you know, they was just jacked up, and then they try to be a better person, but they got led astray. So crazy. Animation wise, like I said, it came out in the 90s, so a lot of people, just depending on who you are, you know, they don't have no CGI in there. You know, everything's really hand drawn. It was by Studio Period. So Studio Period, they animated. Did they animate Naruto? I know they animated Bleach. I think they animated Naruto. I can't remember, but they animate some good classic animes right now that really popped out. But animation wise, phenomenal. It's something that you can't go wrong with it. Like I said, 112 episodes. You know, especially what's been going on lately. I know a lot of people are gonna be bored at home, or you know, they just want to watch something good, or even a good series to binge. Definitely do Yu Yu Hakusho. You can do 5 episodes or even 3 episodes a day, and I mean, you'll really just get intrigued, and you know, something to have a good laugh at, and then something that's really just like wow. Other characters he meets, like I said, he has 2 demon friends, Hige and Kurama. Those people are freaking they're pretty cool. Everybody's cool. Everybody in the whole team Urameshi is cool. One of his high school rivals or friends is Kuwabara. Dude cracks me up. He got like a red pompadour. He's just a big old goofball. A lot of people love him. And he got a couple other. He got his high school crush, Keiko. But the series, yeah, it's something. But one of the best things about it is, like I said, it doesn't really, you know, he doesn't really have a goal. That's one thing too. When you look at Yusuke, he doesn't start it off like, okay, you know, after I got my body back, you know, he was like, I don't want to do nothing. Dude's a delinquent. He straight up, like I said, he a badass. He will put hands on anybody, everybody. He will beat up an old lady. He'll beat up chicks. He'll beat up old school people. He'll beat up kids, midgets. He don't care. He gonna throw these hands for everybody. They ready to eat for everybody, everyone, everything. He do not care. He like, you talking crap or you starting mess, he gonna beat you up. He straight up. So that cracked me up about him too. But like I said, throughout the arcs, you'll see you really see a different perspective, especially when you look at the humans, you know, the general people, you know, who's really good, who's really bad, those type of stuff. But especially when you see the demons and some of the monsters, it's like it's like whoa, it's like some of these people they're just crazy powerful, and the popularity with Yu Yu Hakusho being it released worldwide. I mean, it's crazy. People in the Philippines still love it. Shoot, they're still showing reruns of the whole anime in the Philippines, South America, Brazil. It's crazy how it goes. Right now in the U.S., they don't. Well, they used to show it on Toonami.
They have it on Hulu.
I know. Yeah, you can watch the whole English or the English or the Japanese in Hulu, or like I said, you can go on YouTube right now too and just type in the episodes and they'll have them there. But it was just a phenomenal. It was one of the most popular anime. Like I said, one of the most popular anime worldwide. And then two, for all these people who are Dragon Ball Z fans, if you want to know, Yu Yu Hakusho actually had more views in Japan than they have for Dragon Ball Z. So really, Yu Yu Hakusho got really more popular in Japan than Dragon Ball Z did, especially during the '90s. But then, once the Yu Yu Hakusho series ended, Dragon Ball Z kept going out. They had GT, other stuff. They kept showing what all they need to do with Dragon Ball. But especially here in the West, we love Dragon Ball Z. Most people who are anime fan or kind of into it, they just like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z. But when it comes with me, I'll be nitpicky. You already know. I'll tell you something that's good. I'll tell you something that's like, I'll tell you something that's bad. But that's my opinion. But when I tell you about, what story wise, Yu Yu Hakusho has a really good story with all of their arcs. I would like to let you know, like the last arc, like the last 15 episodes, they'll start going to the demon world and they start fighting, try to do tournaments, everything crazy. It kind of fell short, especially some of these characters that you'll see towards the end of the series. I mean, these characters were like, they OP don't even mean anything. They had a character. This dude was he was starving himself to death just so he wouldn't act a fool and destroy the whole world. Like there's demons and stuff. Like they go by ranks. You got S rank. That's just like the most powerful things ever. A ranks, B ranks, C, D. All that stuff. So some of these demons who are like B and up. I mean, they straight up. They were like, they start fighting in the real world, the human world. That's it. They were like, it's like the world's done. They were like, you do not, it's not. Oh, you can wish it back. Oh, you can do it like this. Like straight up. Nah, the world is done. Everybody is like, you are dead. So, especially with the character Yusuke, he's not always portrayed as a good hero. So, I'm not going to put a big spoiler on it. But he does do some stuff that's like, why should you do that, or like, what's wrong with you? But like I said, he does stuff his way, his style. He'll straight up say, I don't like you. I'll fight you. He'll be like, get out my way. We're gonna do stuff, my way, the highway, stuff like that. And dude's a badass. And like I said, dude, at the beginning of the series, he was 14. I can't remember. I know they had a couple of training time skips. I don't know how old he was toward the end of the series. But yep, the sir is also on Funimation. It's crazy. It was just crazy how it did, and I liked it. It's you can't beat one of the top animes in the '90s, and then still being popular worldwide. So character designs, I love it. Togashi, he has a really good aesthetic. Making casual clothes with the characters. But arcs, there's some. When you started off the series, like I said, people are gonna be surprised. Like, oh, dude got killed. Wow, what's he gonna do? Try to get his body and the other stuff. It's all right. Then you see other arcs. They got fight bosses, villains. The Dark Tournament arc. If you talk to anybody that's like a veteran anime friend, friend or a fan, or they really know their anime, the Dark Tournament arc is one of the best arcs in anime and in Yu Yu Hakusho, because it was like stuff was on high stakes. People had motives. People were here and there. You had villains that were like heroes. You had heroes that were really villains, and anti-villain. It was going crazy. The plot was thickening. It was like, what in the world? They had some crazy. I like the crazy. You'll see some crazy character designs in the tournament arc. So that was phenomenal. That was some of the best stuff you'll see in the anime when it comes to tournaments. But man, it was just a classic. That's why I say I love it. I like it way more than Dragon Ball Z. He is like the Batman hero. Yup, he is like a Batman hero. He be Yusuke be trying to do what like I said, he do it his way. He do it his way, but he'll try to make it peaceful, but some of the times, nah, he'll straight up deck you. He'll try to fight you. He'll straight up. He don't care. He don't care because old dude Yusuke, he didn't have the perfect life. I'm getting sick and tired. Dan was just talking about, some comic books, they don't want to get with real world situations or real world issues. They try to stray away from it. And I can understand it's fantasy, but even with the anime, the subtle stuff that you see about it. So like with Yusuke, straight up, his dad, he doesn't have a dad in his life. The speculations of who his real dad is. His mom is a drunk, straight up. The first episode, you'll know about the mom. She's a straight up drunk. So he grew up bad. He grew up as a delinquent. He grew up, doing stuff he wanted to do. But he does have a heart of gold, and that's what I say. He'll do what he need to do to protect his friends, family, loved ones, and just do what he got to do. But yeah, if I told y'all, if y'all gotta watch some anime, especially everybody's kind of being locked up, staying at home, you're quarantined, you got less hours, you got nothing to do, definitely look up Yu Yu Hakusho. You can look it up as Ghost Files, Spirit Detective. There's plenty of names, but the most common one is Yu Yu Hakusho. That's Hakusho. The music, I love the music. I ain't gonna lie, they got it's like some of the most 80s and 90s music you'll ever hear, especially when it comes to like the battles and the themes and all the craziness. So yeah, it keeps you interested. So a lot of people they'd be like, man, I don't want to watch it. It's not gonna get good. Or some people they'll try to stick it out. Nah, this anime series, yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. The manga series is really good as well because even the manga, they even have some stuff that they didn't put in the anime, and then it does kind of show you more what's going on with other. Because I'm not trying to spoil too much, but other people and other organizations and other worlds, just kind of see who's going on because there's even more villains, not really good guys in the manga that you won't know, but. Other than that, it was still it's a beautiful series. I don't even say it was a good series. It's a beautiful series, a wonderful series. Because even people, they till this day, you'll look at YouTube comments or look up online. People are still mad. They're like, man, they need to do another series. They need to finish this and that. They could have added this and that. But it's perfect. It's perfect the way it is. The author, Togashi, he has another masterpiece right now, which is the Hunter x Hunter series. But one thing I really don't want to talk about Hunter x Hunter right now, just because the series is still going on, but it's also on hiatus a lot. So when you start seeing when you hear more about the author, you're gonna be like, crap,
hiatus.
There you go. That's a meme for it. Yeah, they call it hiatus. So like the last manga chapter of Hunter x Hunter came out 2 years ago. And like the series is not even close to ending, so it's I don't even want to get into that. Yu Yu Hakusho ended, it ended back in the 90s. One of the Golden Trio, it competed with Dragon Ball Z and Slam Dunk, and those were just like wow. And then even a lot of people who like Bleach, FYI, for all the people who like Bleach and want to know about it, Bleach is coming back. The anime series is coming back, and there's also another anime series coming out with it, Burn the Witch. It's set in the same universe as Bleach, but it's in another part of the world. But even the author, straight up, his inspiration for writing Bleach in that masterpiece was reading Yu Yu Hakusho. Because even the intro of Bleach, which Ichigo, dude had to kill himself just to get the powers and try to save, try to save somebody. So the same thing, he got from the inspiration of Yu Yu Hakusho. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Even some of the character designs and the power ups and the love, and how they transform in Bleach, straight inspiration from Togashi in the Yu Yu Hakusho. So that's cool. I mean, that's wonderful. Give big credits and your inspiration for all the stuff that you have. But man. I love it. I love it. That's my favorite, one of my favorite, especially English dub series. You can't go wrong with it. You definitely, that's what I said, a lot of people, they feel kind of about English dub. Some people may like Japanese. Some people may not even like Japanese, listening to it. The English dub will set you right, and it's freaking hilarious when you listen to the English dub. Like I said, characters flawless, music flawless. The plot really good. There's some arcs that a lot of people they don't care for, which that's cool. But the Dark Tournament arc, people love it, and a lot of people who don't like it, even people who don't even like Yu Yu Hakusho, they be like, it's all right. Well, I didn't care for it. They love the Dark Tournament arc because it was just that good. Because even the anime trope or the anime cliche, how you hear people say, oh, I'm only using this percentage of my power, or I'm not fully complete. That came from Yu Yu Hakusho. So you can't even go wrong with that. They're having some of those cliches starting from there. But yeah, that series. Oh my gosh, that series was wonderful. That's a beauty. Even for me, when I like to rewatch anime, shoot, I rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho 4 times. So that's over like 400 episodes. Now I didn't do it back to back. Like the first time I watched the anime series, man, I was like 7 or 8. Have it on. We had it on VHS. I know VHS. A lot of people that's going to be listening to this episode is like, "What's that?" I watched it on the VHS, and then I tried to watch old videos on YouTube. What'd you say?
I said VHS.
Yeah, VHS tape. Yep. I started watching the series on YouTube. I finished it on YouTube like I said, I was probably like 10. Then they had it on Funimation and on Toonami, so I tried to watch it online or on the TV. I finished the whole series and then I watched it again. Just watching it online. Then it was on Hulu. I said, I watched that a whole lot again. And then I even got Danny to watch the Yu Yu Hakusho, and then you started binging what? You started binging like the series in what, like 2 weeks? You was going back to back with it.
Yeah, I'm on like episode. I want to say I'm like on episode like in the 80s.
Yeah, because you finished
80s.
I'll probably say, yeah, you might be in the 80s because you did finish the Dark Tournament arc. Yeah, you met the new character. I ain't gonna spoil it. I know he's at, but phenomenal series that we both agree on. Oh yeah, it's good. I wouldn't let y'all go astray, especially with anime like that. I already told y'all to watch the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just for the beautiful story and especially the deeper meaning and plot in Full Metal Alchemist and the Brotherhood. Like I said, Yu Yu Hakusho does not really. I lied. There is a deep meaning to some of the arcs, but just for a good, an anime that gives you a good time, that can catch your attention, that's funny, action packed. It got some romance, it got some sadness, it got a heartache. It had it all. It had it all. That's what I said. It's one of the big three. It was the golden trio back in the '90s. So, and that's what I said. Each decade and generation of anime, you had stuff that was like the prime of its time. That's what we call them, the trios, or the top, this and that. But it was phenomenal. Cause shoot, right now we in the 2020s. There hasn't. Well, we just started the 2020. We just started this new decade. So there isn't really. There is a trio right now, but what's going on with the internet and the fans, and what's going on officially with how they print the magazines and the mangas, there isn't really, it's everywhere. So a lot of people hear about the My Hero Academia, people hear about Boruto, the Demon Slayers, Black Clover. There's a couple of others. People even try to put the Promised Neverland. So a lot of stuff that I'm spitting out right now, you'll be like, what's he talking about? Or they'll be like, oh, I know what he's talking about. There's not really a big trio right now because we're in the new generations of people watching anime. Most people, like I said, who are my friends, colleagues, everybody like that, they're in their 20s. So they started watching, anime, young kids, young teenagers. Or, if y'all new to the channel and you want to start watching anime right now, you're a grown adult, watch it. Watch the stuff that we want to recommend. Hold up. To a different location with his body during the tournament. I thought it was better. Chaos Gun, I think you might be talking about organs. Oh, you talking about? I think you're talking about the older Toguro brother. I think. What was the villain that could change his organs to different locations? But I didn't tell me. I thought it was that. I think you're talking about the older Toguro brother with the long hair, because he had body manipulation, because he can make stuff go crazy. But yeah. So some of these villains. Woo! I just said one right there, the Toguro. Well, there's two of them, the Toguro brothers. Y'all definitely gonna love the younger Chigurh brother. Dude was a straight beast. Dude was this dude. Dude was crazy strong. And then with his motives behind doing the stuff he wanted to do and be a demon, it was crazy. And then actually in Yu Yu Hakusho, that was the first time I seen a villain. Man, check this out, Daniel. The arc that you're about to get into. About the other spirit detective, one of the main villains, his name is Sensui. Man, that was the first time I seen a villain. Dude had multiple personality disorder. Dude, dude was crazy. But once you see his backstory, you're just like, ah, crap. That's why he had, this and that. So each villain and each of the arcs are just really unique. Some of them are just bad to be bad, but you kind of see the motives. But then some of them, they're bad because they just got led astray or just something bad just happened to them. But he's the younger Chigurh brother is one of the most popular villain, and he's like the nemesis or arch villain for Yusuke. But Sensui, oh my gosh, he was something, and he just had a jacked up life, but yeah, that was crazy. And it's another funny thing. That's why I told you how Yusuke he be fighting everybody. When I mean he fighting everybody. Let me tell you this, because I was looking it up. Yusuke. Let me tell you the people that he actually punched or beat up. That's not even major villains. So I ain't gonna try to spoil everybody. This dude beat up kids. He beat up old doctors, young doctors. He beat up middle school, high school kids. He beat up teachers. He almost beat up a principal. He beat up an old lady. He beat up a gay guy, a gay couple, a transvestite, a demon. He put his hands on everybody. He don't care who you are, what you've been through, or how you gonna do your stuff. He even, like I said, he gonna be fighting demons. He gonna fight lots of demons and ghosts and all the other monsters. But he went out. He fought everybody. So a lot of people do like, man, he ain't that badass. He ain't gonna do, people say chivalry's dead. But you gotta think about true equality. That's what I said. Yusuke, he don't care. He be like, look, I had a bad life, but he like, I'm gonna beat you up. You starting crap with me and my friends. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do none of that. Oh yeah, I did say he beat up a baby. Yeah, and you know who it is. It's one of the main characters. So yeah. So don't worry. Yeah, a lot of people are like, what? They was like, so it's not that violent of all the people I said. Because as I said, all the people that I just said he just punched or beat up, it's really funny. It's really funny, and then sometimes it's buku. So a lot of people they was like, no, I don't want to watch that. He beat up everybody. I'd be like, don't worry, it's not too bloody. Well, there is some blood, but it's mild violence. Like I said, it's 90s, so it's mild violence. Ain't nothing too crazy. Ain't gore, there's no gore in it, so you ain't gotta worry about that. But you'll have your blood, stuff like that. Of course, that's how you gotta make it good and adventure and action packed. But yeah, Yusuke. I love my man Yusuke Urameshi. He already said he don't care what he been through. Dad's a deadbeat, mom's a drunk. I don't care how you grew up. I'm still here. I'm trying to kick your ass. Woo! You can't be wrong with that. But yes, Yu Hakusho. Any people that's watching this video, if you live streaming or you just watching it for another episode, Yu Hakusho, you cannot go wrong. Like I said, you want to see the whole series. If you got Hulu, look it up on Hulu. Phenomenal English dub. It's hilarious. If you don't want to do Hulu, you got YouTube right here. It's not on Netflix. It's also on Funimation. Crunchyroll, I do not know. You can always go on anime websites like GoGo Anime, Kiss Anime. I don't know if it's on Kiss Cartoon, but there's a lot of anime websites that you can watch online. Please have an ad blocker because you're gonna have the pop-up ads or all those streams. We ain't gonna talk about that. Have an ad blocker. Just cause, but if you don't want to get your
what the heck, man? This is like low-key pornographic.
So hold up. So this is not that type of YouTube. Yeah. So if you want a secure way to watch your animes online, because some of the stuff I just said is not really legal.
Like how you go from watching anime to watching straight up anime.
No,
Like
the,
whole two different levels, right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Don't say there's a name, there's a category for it, but we ain't gonna say it on YouTube. We'll straight up get blocked. We'll straight up get blocked. Just because oh, quick shout out to Nux Taku, because I freaking love his videos. So he be talking about that stuff too. He be going crazy on his videos. Nux Taku's a hilarious dude if you want to watch anime theories and memes. But a secure way and a safe way. If you got a Hulu, you can watch it on Hulu.
Yes.
If you on YouTube, if you're watching this, look it up on YouTube. Okay, Funimation is a secure site as well to watch it. If you got like Toonami or Adult Swim, I know it's probably still on there. AdultSwim.com, I have no idea. Toonami, they should definitely still have it in the archives. Crunchyroll, maybe. I don't know if Crunchyroll has a lot of the old stuff on there, but those are my safety. Y'all's guarantee you ain't gonna have no file, nothing corrupted, nothing going down with those websites. And then if you just want to stream it online, then yeah, you can stream it online. Yeah, Cam. Don't pull that up.
I don't know I don't know what Michael's talking about because I don't know the brand or whatever.
Yeah. We ain't gonna say it. We ain't gonna say it because once you say it, yeah, YouTube gonna
right there.
Huh?
And Remy was right there.
Yeah. So I was like,
watch TV, like, I was like, where's she at?
Yeah.
She was looking though. She was up playing video games.
Yeah. So that's the beauty. Look, that's the beauty of ad blockers and secure VPNs. Trust me, y'all need to have secure VPNs if you're trying to do streaming. If you're trying to, just play video games, even just watch the stuff online because it's crazy.
I'm at 1%.
Ah, geez. All right. Well, that's we're gonna go up. Well, that's this episode of the Big Book Bros because I'm just gonna keep talking more and more about it. Like I said, Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the best anime and manga series for real. So if you want to binge watch something, Yu Yu Hakusho, and then tell them what you had to offer.
Talked about the Invincible by Robert Kirkman, one of my all-time favorite comic books. Just again, a comic book about superheroes, but real.
But thanks for all the people watching it. You know what to do. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. Just look up Big Book Bros. You'll see my picture on here. Message me if you want to talk. Big shout out to all the people that's giving me love and support and us on this channel. And we'll catch you next time. Peace. Oh, man.